Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. So we're going to edit a video. It may not go through. So what I'm going to do is make sure that I delete some things like today. I have to delete some things today, and hopefully that will be able to clear it to be a go and be edited. Not edited because I'll be done finished editing, but like after editing, like download it and upload it and all that great stuff. So let's get started. Okay, what to do? Um, we're gonna go from here to here, and we're gonna go to, hold on, StreamYard. We're gonna go to library. I have so many of them. I have over 200. That's 200 hours. That's not how many people it is. Bill Snyder and Bob Lazar. I never erased that. Okay. So we're going to download his. I hope I'm not doing a second one over again. We're going to condense it. Okay. Now go to open up Final Cut. If y'all want to know what y'all listening to, it's basically memory. There's no going back. Okay. Here. Do 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 do. Hold up. There we go. Import. Dang, it's that long. It couldn't be that. Oh, okay. Then we got her, lovely lady. Okay, we got to condense it down to 15 and 15. I like these because they make it go by faster. Japhet Serrano. Japhet Serrano. You know, it's funny, man. I've gotten so many people from all worlds, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing to have people from all over the world come and conjoin with you. You know, you have these people, he's from Canada. So, you know, these people means a lot to me. A lot to me.
We have been trying to reach you about your Google Business website. Please press 3 immediately so we.
So in some way he's saying that YouTube helping him would have made him lazier mentally for his music. Basically, that's what he's saying. Mind you, there was a big ass spider, man. There was a big ass spider crawling on my table. And I'm trying to keep focus on what he's saying and try to kill the spider too. It kept coming around. R.I.P. to that spider. Oh, y'all can't see it. I sounded like I was about to say, "Do you know the Muffin Man?" Days on Dreaming. I be doing some Sigmund Freud type shit. I be taking them way back. I be like, remember who you are, Simba. uh, Oh my God, it's certain people that were blessed using synthesizers. That's what Daft Punk did. So he's talking about using synthesizers. I was just listening to Daft Punk. He said that where he was from, the music was like the same, and he used to bring the click or the synthesizer and make beats. That's all he used to do. Um, I forgot his name, but he's from Daft Punk. Oh, I was about to be mad. What just happened? One thing I have to say, man, one thing I have to say, certain ones, they come here um legally. The ones that were coming here legally, we don't talk about that mostly, but there were ones coming over here legally, and they do things, the right way. Like they end up getting into something that makes money. They have a hustle about them. I was just talking about this. I was just talking about everything has a sound, like the sound of music. Um, the sound of music is beautiful. Like you got Beethoven and all of those great artists, songwriters, composers that manifest like beauty. Like how can a deaf person know music unless you actually studied and read the music? And you still have to hear the sound. And yet his deaf ears managed to make some really powerful stuff, you know. Yeah, what was George Washington listening to when he was president of the United States? You know, what was all of them listening to? What kind of music? Because it had to be some type of music. And that's all they had at that time. They didn't really have like artists sitting up there singing in there. They would come in and play the violins and the flutes and the harp and stuff, but you know, um, I don't know, that they would do it like that, I guess. And I just how did they find new sounds? Like how do they find new sounds to music? That's what I would like to know. Like, you find a new sound by um opening, like a game of opening the lock and finding a new item. The higher you are in the ranking, the more powerful, like, because like I said before, even people like Beyonce don't have access to all the sounds out there because there's sounds everywhere. And that's what they're finding, new sounds every day, you know. So, yeah, let's finish. Y'all remember that music downloader called LimeWire? And then it always ended up going into your computer and gathering, your memory part, and then it'd dry up and mess up your computer. You download all those musics, like the music, like you can download underground music, everything, LimeWire. And it was another one, I forgot which one, but I remember that I used to use that a lot, but it used to mess up my laptop, and I would never do it again because I have 99 cent a month from Apple, and I can have all the music I want, but they don't have the underground stuff like LimeWire. That's where you found like rap music, even though I don't listen to rap like that. When I was heavy into rap, that's where you will find underground stuff. And there's some songs I still can't find till today that was underground. Just like Ariana Grande had some underground songs from Sweetener, and she for some reason it's hidden now. It's hidden. You can't even find it on the cloud. You can't even find it on the cloud. It was 5, 6 songs of hers, and you can't even find it no more. Maybe it'll come out down the road. I don't know. But music, music to me means a lot, man. Music to me means a lot. Music, and I'm glad it means a lot to him too. I'm glad it means a lot to him because I can talk for hours. That's where I tried to find her at, but I couldn't find that music of hers. Back in the day, you can tell he's an American, Mexican. Back in the day, CDs used to cost a penny. CDs used to cost a penny. I have to cut it off right here. I don't know how I'm gonna cut it off right here because it's going over 15 minutes. I have to cut this out. I hate that I have to cut this out what he's saying, but I have to make it for 15 minutes. You know, no, don't do that. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Hold on, y'all. I gotta I already know what it is. I have to I'll just talk. I have to delete some things, but I won't do it on here because I have to look at everything I delete. I have to look at everything I delete. And that's why I didn't want to do it. But I said, you know what, I'll do it. But it's a lot of stuff I gotta delete on my thing, or that will happen. They will it will fire back inclusion about what I'm doing. It'll just fire back, information, and tell me what I'm doing wrong and why it's doing that. So, what's up, y'all? I just wanted to say, I really feel happy about, I took a hiatus. I took a hiatus and, I did not, I sat up there and did not do nothing really, such as editing videos or other things for a while. I did it, started doing it today, but it messed up, and it's okay. We'll watch it again. I'm glad I didn't delete the footage, but this is from 2022, the footage, and I feel like the footage means a lot to me. It shows what I've done over the course of 4 or 5 years, and I appreciate everyone that I interviewed. I still got some out there that watch me. I appreciate that. You know, um, I feel good when I interview people because I get to choose the questions. First we talk about your past leading up into your present. I listen. And then I cut you off asking you questions that come to my mind. A person has over, I believe, 120,000 thoughts every second or every couple of minutes or something. Um, my thoughts are very minimum, but I make sure I create thoughts based on the patterns, like what are they talking about? Like, for instance, he could be talking about his job having three uh, pizza restaurants, business wise. And so I talk about business. What makes you happy and what made you want to do this business, or whatever, it makes me feel happy, because I get to sit up there and role play and talk to the the guests that are on my show. You know, it feels good. That's the best feeling ever. That's the best feeling ever. I feel good about every day what I do. I haven't done it in a while, but I will. I wasn't ready, but I'm ready now. Took a little hiatus. It makes me feel really good when I'm doing a show, and I hope that you guys know that um I am going to continue to do shows. I gotta put a subscription in with Matchmaker FM, and I hope that you guys take care. I have how many minutes? 20 minutes until 10:50. So yeah, I'll talk for 20 minutes. So my goals when I get to where I'm going, when I get to where I'm going, I plan on getting a new car within that month. Um, and what the reason why I'm stuttering because I don't want to say too much, but to sit up there and get a new car within that month, and sit up there and get acquainted with the VA, give them my address, and wait a couple of months before and when I get settled, go ahead and when it gets settled, uh, go ahead and continue to find a job. To find a job. Um, I want to get into real estate. I want to get into real estate. You know, I want to get into real estate. I want to get into something that's going to make me money that is going to be lenient on how I work because I'm a veteran with the disability. Not lenient as in, oh, you can go outside to smoke. I don't even smoke no more. But you can go outside to smoke 6, 7 times in a 8 hour period. That's like every hour almost. I'm just looking for them to if I come in late, sometimes, because I'm always fashionably late sometimes, and I I truly enjoy, I want to get back into politics, but I have to be ready. I have to be really, really ready, and that's where I want to be. Wherever I'm moving, I'm getting a bigger place. Woo woo. And it's it's it got me happy. It has me happy. I'm like, yeah, baby, yes. Bigger place. I can do a lot of things like uh, gardening and stuff of that nature. You know, I I don't want to say too much, but I just keep myself busy. They say in a marriage, the wife and the husband supposed to keep each other busy, or else one will depart off in the wilderness to seek refuge with someone else. you know, keep them busy, you know. Once they're busy and all the time doing routines with you, you know, that not only, you know, that makes everything good. I've seen people that's around people almost 24/7, and they go to church and they do good things, you know, and that's how it should be. But you know, when one won't please the other, you know, I don't mean to say this, but when one won't please the other, you know, they tend to stretch out, you know, and it's just not right. So, you know, like I said, I wanted to run for senator. I wanted to do presidency, but I'm like way in over my head. But it will get done one day. But I have to make this senator thing stick, and I have to get more votes, and I have to do what I did before. You know, um, they'll see my website address. They'll see the traffic. Um, I can go on to this website and put in, now that I'm in a different state, that I'm doing XYZ, and yeah. So I would never do anything to get me attention the wrong way, you know. And what I mean by that is I wouldn't go out and try to be in front of the ICE building or somewhere where the media is and sit up there and do a whole shebang to spite my favorite president of the United States of America, Donald Trump, and just to get a little television footage. I could easily sit up there and, you know, change my ways, but I'm loyal. I'm loyal. I'm very, very loyal, you know, especially to those who have blessed me more than once, you know. Um, it wasn't directly, it was indirectly. It was indirectly, you know. The government knows everything. The government knows everything about us because that's what the government does. Do the government want to help us? Yes, the government wants to help us. But during my hardship, you know, I was able to get back something huge, you know, that is near and dear to my heart, you know, because I have to thank the VA, the VA, the people that do the, what is it, the disability ratings. I have to thank them for listening and believing me, you know, because I wasn't lying. And I I appreciate, you know, I don't think this would have ever been done, and it never was done under a Democrat personnel. Um, yeah, it wouldn't have been done under Democrat personnel, and so I'm just happy that I'm able to do this, you know, because I truly feel like, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I shouldn't even have said that. That's what I need to learn. Like, this is like, to me, when I talk with precision, I talk with goals oriented, and I talk with a story to tell. But sometimes, you know, that's why they have the podiums, because you lose your train of thought sometimes. And that's why they got papers to reroute you to what you were talking about. I have nothing that I'm looking at. Nothing. I have absolutely nothing. You know, I'm just thinking off top of my head about things, you know, and I have a plan for the Senate, U.S. or state. Um, I just want to do it because I'm already considered a politician. I truly want to I you know, I've made mistakes. Don't get me wrong. I'm not perfect. If I was perfect, you know, I would be the next Jesus Christ, you know, but even Jesus wasn't perfect. Even Jesus wasn't perfect. You know, I'm not perfect, man. You can cast stones on me or whatever, you know, I'm not a perfect person. And but I I feel like people like me should be given a chance to go to get in there and attack these issues that arise, that make changes for the state, the country, and sometimes those can affect, that can affect the world, that can affect the world, the bills, the acts, the you know, laws, you know, the petitions, you know, um, all of that can affect something. So, um, that's why I want to do it. I'm not trying to do it to look good or to flip up over somebody. I'm doing it because that's why I'm doing it. Because I want to change, make a change. You don't know how powerful that is to be in a position like that, to be able to vote to make a change and be able to. I got 5 minutes. So, yeah, um, there's so many questions that people have that don't get answered, and I want to be the type that answer those questions, you know, and never get bombarded by what's going on during the day, to not ask the questions of what the the regular people want to be asked, you know, like, you know, is there going to be a tax on, you know, gas, or, you know, how can I get out of a situation that is DOJ related, you know, it could be anything. And yeah, I want to be able to answer. But yeah, I just hope y'all know that I appreciate y'all watching me every day. I don't do much. I just get on here. I run errands, and I do the right things. You know, like I said, I'm not perfect, but I do the right things. I I I I'm not bothering nobody, you know. So, and I don't want to ever bother anybody unless it's supposed to be bothered. So yeah, um, I hope that you guys take care, because I have to get off of here, and I'll figure out a way to delete the messages. That way I won't have to worry about it kicking me out the studio again, about Final Cut Pro kicking me out the studio again. But you guys make sure you take care. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you watching me every day. You guys are awesome. Mahalo. Goodbye. Konsamida. You know, just different things. So take care, be safe, and I will see y'all another time. Bye.
Never waste my time.